M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
2nd down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And that score solidified his standing at the top of the touchdown chart. And right now, he's looking to finish this season strong with a few more.
Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Griffin. Over the middle, complete. That's Chambers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Maynard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run plays like that, those big D tackles love them. That's when they eat.
Especially when they're the defensive tackles that we're watching right now that dictate things on the line of scrimmage. They can't move them the way that they want to. They're just standing up, whipping the offensive linemen and making plays.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Griffin to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Up the middle they go. Maynard, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
2nd and 6. Now it's Griffin. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Griffin. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Point after here coming up. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Richardson to the air on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Flushed out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run. For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage. Richardson on 3rd and short. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. His offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big pickup of 38. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Griffin. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chambers. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
That's going to be caught. It's a rookie from Clemson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got it to the 43 here. This is 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Richardson looking to throw this. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Griffin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. first down. Maynard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete.
Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with first and goal from very short range.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now here come the Ravens.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Second and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the... And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Richardson yet again.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Final play of the half, it's Griffin. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get things started with an interconference matchup. Washington on the road in Jacksonville. And it's the home team who are out in front. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Lions trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. It's Jaden Daniels with a couple of touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Griffin. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Richardson.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. On first down, Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Richardson shotgun on third down. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
2nd down, here's Richardson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down. Back to throw. Richardson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Griffin. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. Maynard. A gain of 3, 2nd down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Maynard. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Back to throw. Richardson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to the air with Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Maynard. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the 4th quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, Maynard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Throw left side complete. That's Peters. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Richardson out of the shotgun.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Again, it's Richardson.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the Steelers set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A handoff as they run the counter play. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try the left side. Maynard.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left,
and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.